So, Tim, what do you think of the law of attraction? It's a very popular thing these days. Books, movies like The Secret. This idea, which has gone back to Napoleon Hill's "Think and Grow Rich." Your thoughts create reality. Visualize what you want, and it will happen. All of that kind of thing. How does that kind of law of attraction concept fit in with your philosophy?
I really don't like the phrase law of attraction because I don't think there is a law which means that things attract each other in the way that it's portrayed. And I think by using the word law, it's trying to hijack what you find in science. However, I do think there is a level of reality which is formed by narrative, and we're in it right now. It looks to me like what's happened in the process of evolution is that as the psyche has emerged, this non-material realm of meaning, it's like a dream level of reality has arisen from a causal level of reality. And the dream level is held together like these words in my imagination are held together right now through meaning. And it forms into narratives. So the underlying idea for me is that a level in which we are a story, in which life is a story, the whole of existence is a story, has arisen from cause and effect. So one of the things which I do with that slightly different point, but I think it can really help get what I'm trying to say, is one of the analogies I like to say about science is like giving someone a DVD of a movie and going, what do you make of this? And then coming back and then just saying, oh, well, it's digital information encoded on a disc. And it's like, yeah, what did you think of the story? So in the same way that you've got a film, it's like it is digital information on a disc, it's also a story. So reality itself is information on a cause and effect level, and it's also a story, which is why we all experience it as a story, because it is a story. Not just we tell a story about it, but it is a story. And that story level has its own habits. It's based on the past. It does stuff, and its own creativity. And I've looked for a word to describe that, and I've come up with this phrase, narrativity, because it feels like that is akin to a law of that you get the habits of nature, which are the laws of nature. In the same way, you get the way that narratives work out. Now, I don't think we're anywhere near understanding that, but I think what the law of attraction and all those ideas try and do is they point to this effect whereby your intentionality in the story can affect what happens. There is no doubt in my mind that works, because I've had extraordinary things happen. I mean, blow your mind, outrageous things happen sometimes. The mistake for me with the law of attraction and why that whole package doesn't work for me is they absolutize it. It's monological. It's all your intention. This is happening because I intended it. And if it doesn't work out as if I intended it, if I don't have the perfect job and the perfect partner and the perfect health, then there's some unconscious intention in me which is making it not work out. And the problem with that is that's now an explanation for everything. So if the theory doesn't work, it's just my intention. So my suggestion is, look, there is a level of reality which is narrative. Intention has an effect, and there's an ecology of story and an ecology of intentions, just as there's an ecology of nature, of biological forms. And just as they're all competing, so all these intentions and stories are competing and cooperating to affect the story of life. So it really helps to have a clear intention, but it's not absolute. There is also this level, which is cause and effect. So your intentions don't absolutely mean they're going to happen. And my example for me is, every single racer in the Olympics has the intention to win, but only one of them will. And yet that intentionality may help them. So tying all of that back into a short answer, I would say there is a real phenomena there. I think human beings have been exploring it since the very earliest times, through shamanism, through magic. It's the very first thing that people came across, was the idea that through working in the imagination you can affect the story. It's just with this modern version we've made it superficial, we've treated it as if it's absolute, and what we need to see is it's a part of the spectrum of existence. we need to take it seriously, but not think that somehow with our wishful thinking we can create everything.